Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Anna Morphides with Mending Hearts Counseling, and today's video is going to be all about how our thoughts are actually helping co-create our reality at any given moment in time. And this is inspired by a session that I had earlier this past week, and nothing hurts me more than when I work with people and they have these ideas of how they want to experience life, and then they themselves are the ones that are holding themselves back from having that experience purely by thinking that no, I cannot have this, no, that could never happen to me, and saying and thinking and saying that no, that will never be an option for me. And then there's a million reasons why they will say that it won't be able to happen for them. And we become our own limiting blocks to things that we can experience in this life, because we are meant to be unlimited and limitless in our potential. But somehow that is lost through our upbringing. And this is the biggest thing that I have learned through my biopsychology degree, my counseling degree. I've read close to maybe 50 books now, and they all point to the same thing. No one escapes childhood wounds. No one escapes attachment style. No one escapes core beliefs, and core beliefs are the predominant thoughts that run our subconscious mind, that then run our conscious mind, that then induce our emotions and our feelings, and then produce our behaviors. So all the stuff that's acquired in childhood, no one escapes it. We're going to have core beliefs. We're going to acquire wounds or trauma, something that our body was not able to process in that moment. And then as a result of that, we develop a mechanism to protect us from that experience that we were not able to integrate. All the stuff happens to us throughout our lifetime, especially when we are at the most impressionable stage, from about 7 to 12 years old, where children ride in the theta wave state, which is the closest, if not really in par with the subconscious mind, and we absorb all these ideas, thinkings, and feelings about ourselves. So when we are grown adults and we run on the core belief that I'm not worthy, or I'm defective, I'm not smart enough, then of course we're gonna view life through those lenses of perception. And of course we're gonna feel that we're not worthy to have these experiences, even though we want them. So then we create literally our own blocks and our own limitations, and we forget how much power our words actually have. And I always get reminded by this saying by Bruce Lee that spelling out things is not called, it's not called spelling by coincidence. Like, it's, you're casting a spell, or you're spelling out your experience. Words are so powerful. That's why affirmations work really well. That's how we rewire our existing system. Because think about it, like for me, for example, that I grew up with all these core beliefs that I'm bound to be rejected, bound to be alone, I'm not worthy, I'm not enough, just because of how I had grown up in criticism and all sorts of abuse. So of course I'm going to acquire these beliefs about myself, because nothing else was provided to me. So through repetition of the same experience over and over, criticism, physical abuse, conclusion, there must be something wrong with me, and I'm just not worthy to be loved. That's it. It's just that simple. But because of this repetition, right, I acquired these beliefs, and it was like really hardwired in my system. Well, now I'm an adult. In order for me to rewire these synapses that are already existing within myself, I have to be consistent with that new pattern of being and thinking for at least minimum 21 days, but 60 is the most ideal to rewire, because we're talking about years and years and years of being conditioned. So when you think about that, what's 21 days of affirming a complete opposite thought, even though in the beginning you don't believe it? Because you didn't believe that same idea when it was brought to you in the first place. I wasn't born to believe that I'm not worthy to be loved. If anything, I pretty, it's like pretty stunning, because you're trying to figure out, wait, why am I not receiving love? Like, why is this person treating me this way? We're not born automatically being like, oh, cool, yeah, that's how I'm supposed to be treated. No, it takes time and effort to integrate that new belief into ourselves, that we're not good enough, or we're defective, or we're this with it, or we're that, or with that, through our childhood experience. So it's going to take the same amount of time to rewire that when we're adults. And of course, in the beginning, it's going to feel stunning and foreign and weird and unknown and not believable, because you're like, wait, right? So now, instead of being that child and being like, wait, I'm supposed to be loved, but you're not giving me love, so you're trying to make sense of it. Now it's like, no, wait, I'm supposed to be not loved. I'm supposed to be this core belief. That's what I learned in my childhood. So now that I'm having this experience as an adult, of course, it's going to feel foreign to me to say the complete opposite. That yes, I can have this, whether it's a job or a relationship, or you want to move somewhere, or it's a friendship, anything that you want to experience, you limit yourself when you say, no, that can't happen to me, or you go into victim mentality role, and you speak things such as, and no one's there to help me, I'm all alone, I want to do this, but it will never work out for me because no one's there to ever help me. But in actuality, that's not true. We're creating this experience for ourselves because of our conditioning. With this person that I was having this discussion with, of course, it makes sense to me, knowing their wounds. They're very close to mine. When we experience abandonment when we're children, and criticism and physical abuse and all these things, of course, you're going to grow up thinking and feeling that you're alone, and you feel helpless because that's what you feel as a child. So that translates into your adult self. So it makes sense to me that this person is going to feel this way. So in their mind now, when they want to achieve something, they're still that little kid that's not able to understand their experience. So they're thinking that they're still alone, still not being able to be catered to whatever is going on in their life then, or whatever it is that they want to do. It's the same experience as an adult. And I know, because I have lived that adult self. All before I was 38, this is how I lived. Thinking and feeling, why is this happening to me? But I'm such a good person. Why are people like treating me this way? Or thinking that like that could never happen to me. And then you're looking at Instagram and you see everyone else having everything, because this is another thing that I talk about with clients a lot too. So many of us look at Instagram and think and feel that people have this life experience that we want, because everything that is actually, I shouldn't say everything, because I post like nothing, like I'm really vulnerable when I post stuff now. It's never like, oh, my life's so perfect. It's actually like, here's all the shit in my life, and this is what I do every day to transmute it into flowers. Like, it is like constant work all the time, but I'd rather do that work than be that self of mine before 38 years old, where I was thinking and feeling that I can't have, that could never happen to me, because I was like ridden with fear, or I really felt unworthy to be able to be gifted that. Like, I didn't think I was worthy to have these experiences. But once I started to do my affirmations and started to change the way I think with gratitude about myself and everything that I have been through, that's and only when I was able to change my thoughts predominantly about myself. So then my thoughts affected my emotions. So then I had better thoughts about myself, better emotions about myself, better behaviors. I didn't want to withdraw, or I didn't want to get angry, or I didn't want to shout or scream or do all these things, or cry or feel sorry for myself. That's why thoughts are so powerful in our life. This is our superpower that we have as humans. We know that thoughts come from our core beliefs. They stem from our core beliefs, from our subconscious mind. That's 95% of ourself is subconscious and is producing thoughts based on the signals that fire that we have integrated up to our adult self, that conditioning that we learned as a child, the core belief, the self-concept. It fires that signal all day, all day. And then of course at night we do get to rest out of that. And that's why it's actually really important as well, if you can do your gratitude at the end of the night, like shift through your day and see what days are possible. Sorry, what am I talking about? What days? What was so amazing through your day? And try to find the most amazing thing that happened in your day. So then you're forced to think of all the beautiful things that are happening to you in your day. So then, yeah, you go in with a state of gratitude, so you're already feeling better. So then you give yourself a chance to go to sleep feeling better, and then you wake up in the morning and you're just more grateful, or you say beautiful things to yourself, or you look at yourself and you say, I'm beautiful. And then you think and feel, yes, I can have this. Of course, I'm going to have this experience. Of course, this is going to work out for me. And say if it doesn't work out, or something is like, say you want to get a job and you apply for that job and you don't get it. It doesn't mean, oh, see, like I'm not worthy or I'm not good enough. No, that just means good for you for still going for it and thinking and feeling that, yes, you can have that, but maybe there's something else that was meant greater for you that is meant to come in your path, but you had to try that to get to that. And then maybe trying that is giving you the ammunition that you needed, and the confidence, and is opening up a door to take you to the next step. It's always interconnected. It's always happening for us, always happening for us. Always, always, always. And there's a really good book called Why Me, Why This, Why Now by Robin Norwood. And this is all real life stories of her clients that would come into her office and would cry out the disasters or disappointments that happened in their life. And then eventually they would get to the experience that was born out of that disaster, and the gift, the beauty, where it led them to, like just the nugget, the golden nugget that was able to be received from that experience, which validates the fact that everything is always happening for us. And yes, life is going to feel challenging because we're all going to experience it through our wounds and our helpful lenses of perception and those unhelpful like thoughts that we have. But our superpower is that we can control our thoughts. We pick our thoughts predominantly. We can change them. We can change the subconscious mind, which will influence our conscious mind, which will influence our emotions and our feelings, which is the master manifestor of our life. So more better feelings that we have in emotions, more better things that will reinforce those emotions, we're going to be drawing in, because energy is emotion, energy in motion, bringing in more. And then your behavior is going to be more, because you're not going to want to sulk and swallow, or like sulk or wallow. And then you're going to, but which is also okay too. Like I sulk and I wallow too, and I cry stuff out. Like I'm still human, but then get out of it, move out of it. Just transmute, change your thoughts. Fake it till you make it. Like spell out your reality constantly. No, that's not going to happen to me. No, I can have that. I'm worthy. I know it. I know that I'm worthy of it. I know I deserve it. I'm brought here. No matter what happened to me in my life, I can have it. I know it. Write it out. Say it out loud. Think it, feel it, do it. Yes, you can. I swear to you. I promise. I promise. I went from that to like, I can to like so different. Never would I ever think that I would be able to have these experiences in my life today, because I felt like I was so limited. But I am so thankful that I broke free, and I'm so happy that I can gift this to myself, because this lifetime will go by like this. It's just a glimpse in the eternal soul journey that we have, like our true self, like that energy that makes us our unique selves. That journey is forever. So this lifetime is just a blink of an eye. So live it to its fullest. Please give yourself everything. You deserve it, and you can have it. I promise you. I love you so much. If you liked anything about this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Hit that notification button so you don't miss a video from me. And also, I love your ideas. Please bring them forth to me. And even if your comments are challenging, like I had a comment the other day that was saying that maybe I'm spreading dangerous lies about saying, it was something about being single later on in life and that being fulfilling. So in my mind, things like this, when people say things like, oh, it's a dangerous lie to say to someone that it's fulfilling to be in anything over than 30s, without children and a partner to be fulfilled, that's a dangerous lie. But why would that be a dangerous lie? Like, why should we limit ourselves? Because, for example, my sister did not find a partner until her 40s and had her first baby. Why would I not empower her to think and feel that she's everything up until that point? Like, she has to have a child and a husband to feel fulfilled. We need to feel fulfilled within ourselves first, and then have that experience meet us from the outside world. It doesn't work the other way. And I will never limit or excuse me, I will never limit anyone's experience, because we don't know what we choose to embark on. And then what if you cannot have children, or like whatever it might be? Why limit that we need to have something in order to feel something? No, we can feel anything just purely with our heart and soul. Okay, so I'll see you next time.